What is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? So today I wanted to jump into the Pokemon Unite patch notes that are hitting tomorrow at 3 a.m. So they'll be live like here in less than 12 hours, which is kind of interesting. I love that they're updating the game as much as they are. Really unexpected, to be honest, but it's great. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Just wanted to cover it. I've read quickly over these, but not really thought about everything. I wanted to sit down, process the information and kind of give you guys my input. So we're gonna go jump into it. Make sure you're subscribed if you like my videos, and make sure you hit the like button if you want me to do more content similar to this. Let's just get into it, get going. So first buff is Charizard. Who needs it? He, to me, is the worst. I hate Charizard. I think he's garbage. I think he's one of the worst Pokemon in the game. You can argue all you want. I think he's one of the worst. This shows that he is. This shows he is pretty bad. His flamethrower is getting cooldown reduced and a buff. Fire punch getting a buff. Fire blast cooldown reduced and getting a buff. His abilities across the board are getting buffed. Fire blast and I think flamethrower both have longer cooldowns. Like Fire blast, one of the longest ones. So this might become something that's way stronger depending on how much cooldown they give to the ability. Talonflame buffing his acrobatics, buffing his aerial ace, buffing the upgraded version of aerial ace, buffing fly. My big problem with, people main Talonflame already, and you can do some pretty janky stuff with like split pushing and scoring on people and doing all kinds of annoying things. His damage felt like you can one shot, but it felt just slightly off. To me, it's more of the cooldowns though. So I'm interested to see how this plays out, if this really makes him a top tier or much better. We'll see. Venusaur is getting a buff to Sludge Bomb. Damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is increased, so Sludge Bomb is going to do more, which is interesting. Effects on opposing Pokemon is strengthened, so I'm assuming that's like the dot effects is going to do more. So there's just going to be more damage overall. Petal Dance, move upgrade. I don't know what this is supposed to be. That's going to be interesting to test out. And then Solar Beam getting a cooldown reduction. I also don't like Venusaur very much. I don't think he's terrible. I just think everything else can do what he does 10,000 times better. So these upgrades, or these buffs, and whatever move upgrade is, should be a nice beginning to getting him to be like pure meta, if they can get him there. ABSOL, we're seeing bug fixes on his basic attacks, which I've semi noticed but not consistent. Night Slash is getting a damage increase, and Sucker Punch is getting a damage increase. So I'm an ABSOL dude. I love ABSOL a bunch, play him all the time, my favorite jungler. I don't use either of these abilities. I use Pursuits, and I use I always forget the name of the other ability, the opposite of Sucker Punch. So Sucker Punch is weird because you kind of freeze up in place and then like look for an attack. You're kind of like there, just out in the open, which doesn't play well into the way the game, like how fast everything happens and how quickly you can die. So I don't like Sucker Punch very much. Night Slash, it has healing on the ability when you upgrade it, when you get the next rank of it. That might make it better than Pursuit, but I doubt it, because Pursuit is amazing. Pursuit just is way too easy to use and way too consistent. But Night Slash, maybe with a double dash, maybe with the AoE damage, maybe with the heal, comes in a meta. I don't see that happening. Wigglytuff, following stats have been increased. Wigglytuff is now tankier, both physical and magical, and getting more HP. So that's gonna be annoying, because I think Wigglytuff is one of the best characters, honestly, for team fighting. Double Slap is getting damage dealt increased and effects on opposing Pokemon strengthened. I think this is trying to make Wigglytuff played more by your casual players and enjoyed more by the casual players. Sing is getting buffed. Dazzling Gleam is getting a bug fix. So Eldegoss, Cotton Guard, cooldown lengthened, HP restoration decrease. So getting a nerf. Cotton Spore, cooldown reduced, effects on opposing Pokemon strengthened, can't speak. And this moves defense. The spell, I say magical because I play all the other games with magic. Spell defense have been increased. So maybe Cotton Spore comes in and becomes a little more meta. Or becomes like the pure meta. We'll see. It's hard without direct numbers to assume too much. I think Eldegoss is a solid Pokemon to be playing right now. So I think either way, she will still be good. The Unite move, HP restoration decrease. So this is a direct nerf. So Eldegoss must be doing very, very well right now for them to nerf it like that. This is a major one. This should be super impactful to a lot of people. There are a lot of Cinderace one-tricks who literally just play Cinderace, and it's the best Pokemon in the game by far, the easiest to rank up with, the easiest to carry your team with, especially when you have items. So they're nerfing the attack, Cinderace's attack. They're nerfing Blaze Kick, doing less damage. They're nerfing Feint. It says move downgrade. I don't know how, like, what the actual nerf to this is going to be. That's going to be interesting. And then they're nerfing, they're increasing Pyro Ball. They're increasing your Pyro Ball damage, which is, I mean, this is good nerf, good start because Cinderace is OP. Gengar, everyone's favorite jungler, dude. Basic attack, bug fixed. Shadow Ball, damage delta opposing Pokemon is increased. People aren't using Shadow Ball, so yeah, nobody cares. Hex move downgrade. So I'm wondering if this is gonna be less spammable. If that happens, maybe Shadow Ball becomes meta and we don't see a Hex spamming Gengar, which is really annoying and a lot of low level players don't know how to deal with. Dream Eater is getting a move upgrade. See what that means when it happens. And there's Gengar. I mean, Gengar and Cinderace will probably be the two I would have told you without a doubt are getting nerfed. Just because Cinderace is the best Pokemon in the game, and Gengar is got to be one of the most played junglers in the game because everyone thinks he's unstoppable because they watch somebody get 49 kills, which is just playing against players that don't understand what Gengar does. Zeraora, you got Spark getting a bug fix. Wild Charge, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is increased, cooldown reduced. This could be nice. I like Wild Charge as an ability. I don't think it's obviously not his core abilities, because I mean, we already know Zera's running Discharge or whatever, just running at you and killing you. Nothing else matters. So we'll see how this plays out. The Unite move, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon decrease because, you know, you're discharging and jumping in with your ult and one-shotting everybody on Zeraora, which is stupid. Cram, Whirlpool, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is decreased. That ability hits way too hard. I think it'll still be good even through this nerf. Dive, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is increased, so maybe Dive will become more useful. I am not sold on that one. So that's Cram. Machamp, bug fix on auto attacks. Cross chop. Damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is decreased. I actually used this for the first time the other day, and this ability felt really, really good, but not like broken. So I'm surprised it's getting decreased. And then close combat, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is increased. That is surprising. I think this will end up being the better ability. Lucario had apparently a bunch of bugs with movement, so that'll be, I mean, I played a decent amount on him. I feel like maybe I felt it and just didn't want to say it, like what I felt like maybe it was me instead of bugs. So we'll see how that feels once you're playing with the bug fixes. Greninja definitely felt the auto attack bugs on this one, so that'll be nice. And then Ninetales also getting a bug fix. So with that being said, with nerfs to Gengar and Cinderace, I think Ninetales is going to become very, very strong. I think Greninja is going to be a little more valuable. I think with the bug fixes to Lucario and the change to Machamp, I think they will still be very good brawler characters. And then honestly, we'll just see other Pokemon kind of rise up with nerfs to some of these guys. Unless these buffs to their ulterior abilities, the alternate abilities, become so good that that's just unstoppable, which will be interesting. I think Ninetales with items is going to be a Pokemon I spend a lot of time playing here in the next few days to figure out, because your good Ninetales players are some of the hardest to deal with and kind of just stomps the entire team fight by being good at the game and being smart about using your abilities rather than just playing a fully broken character. Now in a week I might say Ninetales is broken, who knows. It'll be cool. Hopefully we see more Wigglytuff. I like Wigglytuff. I like Mr. Mime. I like those kind of characters being played, so I hope we see more of that. And yeah, I'll mess with Talonflame, see if we can jungle him and catch me playing some Ninetales over the next few days. I hope you guys are excited for the patch notes in general. Even if these patch notes weren't what I wanted, I'm excited that they're doing updates the way they are. Quick updates. I realize the game is brand new. Most people don't know how to play the game. This game has a high end of play, right? You get masters and play against really good players, but the 99% of the players playing this game are bad. And they're just playing for fun, whether it's kids on the Switch or adults on the Switch or when mobile comes out. So realize, like, updates to make the casual player base enjoy the game more is very, very important, and consistent updates like that will make this game live. It's like the #1 way to make a MOBA exciting and stay at its peak. So I like that. I'm interested to see how this all plays out over time. Hope you guys like me going over the patch notes. I will see you guys in the video later today, later tomorrow, and the next day.